What's up guys, this is Eddie. Welcome to a new video. This video is all about the new hotfix, which is right now going to be on test server very soon. Well, I think it's already on test server. And right now I have with me ColdFuzion, a veteran player from DC, and he has been playing on the EU server before. Now he's on US. So let's talk about this new hotfix. You there, Dennis?
I'm here. I'm always here.
All right. So did you read the notes on the forums? Like they have nerfed electricity, they have nerfed rage, they have nerfed some powers, but the good thing is they have buffed mental, and I think they're gonna work on quantum as well. So did you have a look on that?
Yeah, I did. I did. In some respects, I'm not surprised on some powers, and I'm shocked about other powers being nerfed. So it depends how, it depends how, which power you use and what you think about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the thing is, okay, here's the thing. Like, let's take electricity. Electricity was broken. Everybody was using same loadout, and the arc lightning was broken. Tesla ball was broken. So yeah, I'm fine with that. It's being nerfed. It's gonna be balanced with all of the powers. All right, fine. Let's move on to ice. What do you think about ice? It says over here. Yeah. Go on. The reduced damage and defense bonuses to account for buff stacking and burst damage. I mean, I don't really understand that. I mean, we had, fair enough, during the AM we had our problems with ice elemental and coming out of the animation and so forth, and I thought after the stats revamp they had got it to a point where it was good. It was usable. It was a nice buff, not the biggest buff in the world compared to most powers, but I thought it was good. There was no need for them to nerf it like they've done. No need at all. None.
Yeah. But well, overall, right now they're not nerfing the ice powers. It's only the ice elemental, right? So
it's just ice elemental. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you think about iconic abilities? Like, this is my biggest concern right now. Heat vision is being nerfed and new venom is being nerfed, and these two powers are actually I think one of the best powers in game right now, and every single person is using them, no matter what power set they're using.
Exactly.
Right?
I'm absolutely gutted. This is what I'm referring to, that I was absolutely shocked. I don't know why they've done that to heat vision. I don't know why they've done that to Neo Venom Boost. Neo Venom Boost has had a really bad history, and we finally got it to a point where we thought it was good. Maybe it could have been increased in damage a little bit, maybe, but they've decided to nerf it again. There's just no win-winning with this power, is there? Never.
Yeah. So
heat vision. Go on.
So basically they reduced the channeling time for heat vision down from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. So in my opinion, and also they increased the cooldown time to 4 seconds, right? So in my opinion, they ruined all the rotations for all the powers, which we have spent hours on right now. So
exactly, yeah. I mean, like yourself, you've done countless videos with heat vision as a rotation in them, and people are familiar with the power now, and the power's good. So where do we go from here? Are they gonna go and affect other iconic powers as well, like Amazonian deflection, which is the most usable power in tanking at the moment? I mean, I don't know.
Well, they might, because okay, here's the thing: people are not talking about Amazonian deflection. People are talking about heat vision, and that's what's bugging Daybreak right now. And they're famous for breaking the game, and I think that's what they did right now. To be honest.
Yeah.
And Neo Venom Boost is basically, okay, this was my favorite supercharge, because many power does not have any damage increase in supercharge. Like for example, I'm hard light right now. It has ballistic assault, it has strafing run, but it does not have any supercharge which increases your damage. So I was bound to use Neo Venom Boost, but now they have decreased the damage to 40% and defense to 90%, and I tested it out on test server. It's not that good. And well, there are a few good things though. There's a buff with sorcery, and
Yeah, that was badly needed. That was badly needed.
Yeah, that was badly needed. Sorcery was doing fine for some people. I don't know how, but I tested it out. Other than using bow weapon mastery, I don't think I can do damage with that. But
I think that sorcery was really effective in solos, duos, maybe alerts. Raids, no, wasn't that good. But alerts and duos, I've seen them do some good damage. Yeah, there was really some really good players with sorcery. But in a raid situation, I don't think it was really hitting the numbers. That's why I think it was really underappreciated.
Well, the thing was, okay, so there are two powers in Sorcery set called Soul Barrage and Soul Barrage, I think. Soul and Soul Storm, right? So whenever you use these powers, and if the targets are juggled in air, or they're in not your in line of attack, basically, I would say, not line of sight, line of attack, yeah. So they hit in straight line, basically. So if your target goes away from that line, they won't hit.
Yeah.
So instead of fixing that, what they did in this hotfix is they increased the damage and the splash radius. So I don't think it's gonna affect that much, because if the target goes out of range, it's still not gonna hit. So what's the point of increasing the damage?
I don't know. Maybe it's more of a maybe it's more of a risk power. You know what I'm on about? Do you go, the animation isn't fantastic and the conal animation isn't great. Do you take the risk of using it so you can get, a decent amount of damage based on your situation? Obviously, it's going to be hard with moving tanks, moving bosses and so forth. But maybe that's it. Maybe it's risk versus reward. So, you never know.
Yeah, but Sorcery does not have any other power which can actually do damage, to be honest. Like, these are the...
Really?
Yeah, these two powers were the best burst damage in Sorcery power set. And, alright, then there is obviously Quantum. So, the only two things they changed is they increased damage for the power lift and they increased damage for the power singularity.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about that?
Yeah, it needed it. Quantum, without heat vision, is probably one of the weaker power sets for DPS. I like Quantum for controlling. The DPS side is horrible. Obviously, Time Bomb takes an eternity to hit. These powers having a damage increase, I think it's good. I think it's needed. Maybe it's the first step, towards something better.
Yeah, it's actually my favorite power, like, for trolling too. But that like you said, Time Bomb was the one which needed adjustment. I actually posted on forum that they need to decrease the cooldown time on Time Bomb. They need to increase the damage on Time Bomb. They need to remove the damage cap on Time Bomb, and they need to add crits to Time Bomb. So these four things, it will help Quantum, balance out with other damage powers. So yeah, let's say what happens. Well, they still have not touched Hard Light, which is actually, I think, it needs some adjustment too, because right now it's doing good damage, but it's consuming a lot of power. And if you don't have power, if you don't clip, and you will lose damage. If you just play from the tray, you will lose damage. And obviously, for single target, if you do not use heat vision, you will lose damage. So I hope
that's gonna ruin a lot of rotations in this game. You know that, don't you? Heat vision.
Exactly. Okay, so I don't want to sound rude, but there are some people on forums, and people like you all should know, whoever is watching the video right now, you all guys should know about this. There are some people on forums, they only play on test server, they don't even play on live server. They will wake up in the morning, have their coffee, and then just go on forums and start typing in every single thread. So these are kind of the people who are basically handling your game right now. These are the kind of people who are basically, suggesting what should be done, instead of the players who are actually playing the game on live server. And I'm saying this because things are totally different on test server. You have less skill points, you have different defense, different dominance. Things are totally different over there. And I don't know why developers are listening to those kind of people. But anyways, let's move on. There is one good news for PvP players. That is legend character Catwoman and Cheetah.
yeah. You know what? I'll tell you this. I tried Catwoman. I was on the bandwagon, go with the OP Legends character, and I'll be honest with you, I had no clue what to do. I was told what to do, and I couldn't do it. But that's just me. I'm crap at PvP. But when you've got 9 out of 10 Legends characters when you queue into PvP being Catwoman, and you're getting destroyed within 10 seconds of you starting the fight, yeah, that's gotta be nerfed. Has to be nerfed.
Exactly. That.
Yep. Bad experience, man. Bad experience. This is. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I haven't PvP'd in like 2 years, and I took a break last year. I came back and I wanted to work on my PvP gear. I'm still missing like 1 or 2 pieces. So everybody suggested me to go Catwoman. So I went Catwoman, and dude, it hits really, really hard. It was like, yeah, I've won every single match, and I don't know how. I'm not even good at PvP. And yeah, it needed a nerf, which is a good thing. So basically, they rebalanced Catwoman's weapon attacks. They rebalanced Cheetah's weapon attacks.
They need to. I just want to note here that this has needed to happen for nearly 2 to 3 years. By the way, there were other OP characters during that time, but Catwoman has been the most consistent, overpowered Legends character for a long time. It's just been overshadowed by other Legends, and how it's lasted this long, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's on the dev part. They say that they've got this massive bug list. Really took them 2 years to nerf Catwoman. I don't know. Yeah,
well, basically they were focused on new content instead of balancing the powers, and I have been shouting for this for a long time, and I actually made a video about this. Which video I'm talking about. People were just raging because of that video, because they think powers are balanced. But anyways, that's a topic for another day. There's one more thing, the one thing I would like to add up. There's another nerf, and that is for rage, berserker supercharge, that is getting a nerf. Reduced damage bonus to account for buff stacking burst damage, and damage now splits after 1 target instead of 2. What do you think about that? Should they do it?
No, not really. I mean, rage is good where it is right now. I think obviously the best part about rage is melee, and I think you need to have something as compensation for taking that risk, and I think Berserk was perfect. You know what I'm on about? Berserker was absolutely perfect, but my problem was the nerf of remorseless recovery. No longer restores supercharge for every tick just once on cast. Maybe that was a huge problem in PvP, but for PvE I thought that was a really good power, and I have tested it. I really enjoyed it, definitely. There's good and there's bad news with rage, so I'm balanced on both, so
yeah. Well, the thing is, okay, here's my opinion about all the powers. The thing is, all powers perform differently in different situations. Like with hard light, I can out DPS electricity right now in its current state. If we go into Panopticon, or if we go into USR maybe. But any place, no, not USR. Anyways, but there's any place where there are more ads, electricity will out DPS me. So I think that's what that was saying. That's how it is with rage as well. It will perform really OP in some places, but not all the content. And is there anything you would like to add?
Just one small thing. I just like the forum testing and the real testing on live server, like you said, is completely different. And again, there's different types of players that use the rotations. Some are not going to be good, some are going to be very bad at it. So half of these things, including the iconic powers, you know, I think they've really been nerfed unfairly, and
that is true.
I'm hoping that, and I think that with some debate, you know, let's just keep this honest at the moment. It's on the test server, it isn't live, so there is room for change. But as history goes, the devs rarely listen to the feedback on certain power types, and they release it to live server anyway. So yeah, we'll see.
So just to repeat, basically these changes are on test server right now. They're going to be on live server soon, but there's still room for change. And I really want you guys to, whoever has the all access legendary account, please go on PC, please download test server, test everything out, and please go on forums. Don't be afraid to express your views about the changes and let devs know what you think and what should be done and what should not be done. So this is it. Thank you for joining me, Cold, and I'll see you guys later. If there's anything you guys want to add, please comment in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. See ya.